effort to enhance food security, strengthen adaptation to climate shocks, increase household income, and promote the economic independence of women farmers through the production of disease-resistant coconuts for consumption and sale. This project supports a women-run farming cooperative and provides them with technical assistance in drought mitigation techniques. With this initiative, approximately 90 women farmers will increase their incomes, food security, and resilience to drought and climate change. The project will also indirectly benefit an additional 270 residents of Antigua and Barbuda. This is an initiative aimed at increasing the capacity of female rural farmers in Antigua and Barbuda by providing more reliable water sources, forming and strengthening collective organization, increased empowerment, and production of disease-resistant coconut trees for reforestation. You know, we had a wipeout of many of our coconut palms a few years ago. The project, which is tagged Strengthening the Capacity of Women Farmers in 6 Rural Areas in Antigua and Barbuda, is funded by the Inter-American Foundation, USA. Implementation of the project is being led by Integrated Health Outreach. Our female farmers have undergone several hours of training in an effort to build and strengthen their capacity to develop their very own cooperative. And they call themselves the Coconut Queens. So this morning, I am very honored to have on the Zoom platform Taril Bowen and Ava Pluck of Integrated Health Outreach. Good morning and welcome to Observer AM, Coconut Queens.
Good morning.
It's great to have you. Let's start by introducing yourselves. You call yourselves Coconut Queens. How did this name come about?
Well, as a cooperative, we decided we needed to figure out what we were going to call ourselves. And we had a meeting and various names were put up for votes and Coconut Queens came out on top.
Excellent. Tell us a little about the project, how the project began, how it's progressing so far.
Well, the project was implemented by the Integrated Health Outreach, the IHO, who would have brought on various donors and partners, and that will include, well, of course, the founder, the Inter-American Foundation, and the partners to this project, which would be the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Barbuda Affairs, and Antigua Barbuda Beekeepers Cooperative. All of these partners would have seen the need for the coconut trees to be reforested. Coconut trees, first of all, they do carry flowers and therefore is food for the bees. And also just in terms of the food security, coconut is in a lot of the products that we utilize. And, our partners just saw that it was really, really important to make sure that we reforest these coconut trees.
When did this project actually start?
Well, it would have been last year. Last year we would have started the training, have courses in understanding how to propagate the trees, and also after learning how to do it, then we would have actually received trees to be able to plant and care for. And so it's been going since.
Excellent. Now, you stated that this project is being implemented by Integrated Health Outreach, IHO, and many people may not be familiar with that organization. Tell us, what is IHO? Give us a little background.
The IHO, which stands for Integrated Health Outreach, is a local not-for-profit organization that promotes and facilitates community, ecological, and social, emotional well-being. It has been finding the funding for project for almost a decade now, specifically targeting women and children. Women and children are most often their beneficiaries of the IHO. So they have just been throughout the country, just helping out. They would put out an advertisement saying, hey, we're going to have we found funding for this particular course or this, sign up. And so that's how I was able to find out and find out.
So IHO focuses mostly on women and children. Is the organization mostly to support and empower women and children?
Yes, I find that majority of the beneficiaries are women and children. So we've had a number of programs assisting women in this training, so that we're able to penetrate into these avenues.
Okay, so apart from this, the Coconut Queens Cooperative, this project that you're now embarking on, what are some of the other initiatives that IHO would have been involved in?
One such would have been the training in beekeeping. So they would have assisted in training women beekeepers out there in marketing, specifically for women. So they have been out there really just training women in certain avenues and making sure that they get the skills needed.
Now, tell us, what is the goal, the end goal for Coconut Queens? What you are hoping to achieve by this this project?
Yes, so we want our coconut products to impact every household, whether it's a tree or coconut, meat, milk, oil, our products will be everywhere. It's basically that this product is dubbed the coconut reforestation product, and Antigua and Barbuda will benefit from having healthy coconut trees all over the country. These trees will make our tourism product attractive and provide coconuts that are not only delicious to consume, but it's also medicinal.
Do you have a picture of or some statistics to indicate how many coconut palms we lost during when we got that infestation a few years ago?
There are statistics on it. It's just that I actually do not have that knowledge. I just know that they have said it has been really, really devastating. One knows someone who has lost in coconut. My parents have lost theirs. And so, we just know a lot of persons would have lost. It was really devastating. And so now we find that the reforestation of it, coconut trees that are around are those that are really resistant.
Okay. So can you just share with us how the reforestation is going to take place? You are focusing on 6 rural areas. Just give us a snapshot of how that is going to take off.
Okay, so each of the women in the program would have received trees, 10 trees, and so these trees would be planted in various areas all across Antigua. And now, yes, the trees are quite young, but once the trees do mature and they bear coconut, then we now, as part of this program, will be taking coconuts and germinating them to become trees. So now we will be giving these seedlings, these young trees, to persons all across the different areas of Antigua, so that these trees now will be just all over the country. And so we will now end up having that forestation, making sure that we propagate these coconuts into trees at the program.
So right now, only one coconut queen talking to me now. I don't understand. Come on, coconut queen. I want to hear both of you. So at this stage, tell us at this stage, what are you doing now? Just the propagation part of the project, or is it training? What stage are you at?
Well, right now, the the course for the coconut tree complete. So now we're actually still nurturing the tree for growth, all those kind of stuff, so that we would be able to see coconut coming in a few more months.
My tech is telling me we have to take a quick break, and we'll come right back and continue our conversation with Integrated Health. Welcome back to Observer AM. It is 7:31 in Antigua and Barbuda. And we are talking to Integrated Health Outreach, two representatives of Integrated Health Outreach, about strengthening the capacity of women farmers in 6 rural areas in Antigua and Barbuda. And our guests are Tariel Bowen and Ava Pluck, and they are both coconut queens. I love that name. Y'all could not have come up with a better name. Coconut queens. Tell us now about the implementation of this project, how it has impacted both of you as individuals, as farmers.
Well, this project has opened my eyes tremendously. I love coconut, and this program has taught me how to germinate a coconut and how to care for the tree. It has also taught me the process of becoming cooperative, because that was part of our training, and moving forward from being an individual to being a whole entity with other women.
What about you?
Well, it's impacted me very much because I'm also a farmer, which I do livestock, and now I'm into agriculture with the plant, the coconut trees, and it also helped me to understand the importance of coconut trees and the value of it. So it helped me a great lot.
How has the training allowed you to grow? You spoke about being a livestock farmer. Is it small ruminants you're raising?
Well, I'm actually on a large scale. I do chickens, pigs, and other animals.
Okay. How has the project, the training that you've undergone, how has this helped you to grow in your various spheres of endeavor?
Well, it helps me to put out more strength in whatever that I'm doing. It also helped me to understand more the importance of being a farmer, empowering each other as women. It's a great feeling.
In fact, you are feeding the nation. You are a critical part of the economy of Antigua and Barbuda. The contribution that you make to nation building and to feeding us, I mean, it is quite significant. Now, you mentioned the opportunities that a project like this produces for each farmer. Does the cooperative plan to manufacture items for sale in the near future? Because there are other spin-off items that you can make from the coconut.
Yes, most definitely. If it comes from a coconut tree, we are going to produce it. We are talking oils, milks, creams, even the husk of the nut can be utilized. We're going to utilize them.
And so part of the training is to teach women how to use all of these byproducts?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, some of the women in this Coconut Queens Cooperative have businesses of their own. Do any of you currently have products on the market, coconut products that is, on the market?
Not the coconut products. The women who are established farmers would have the product on the market that they would put out, especially showcase in the Southwest farmers market. However, in terms of the coconut, we now is when we're going into that.
Mm-hmm. Now, tell us how other female farmers, you have a bevy of female farmers in 6 rural areas across Antigua. How can other female farmers join this cooperative, become a part of this very important initiative?
Yes, so the cooperative, as a cooperative, we will have a drive to include more members. We have not really set a date yet for that, but you'll definitely hear from us.
Okay, and currently, can you tell us how many female farmers are currently in the cooperative?
Yes, we'd have 30.
30 so far. Give us some contacts in terms of how listeners can get in touch with you, keep up with the updates about the Coconut Queens and the products for sale in the future.
All right. So with the IHO, there are several platforms you can keep up with. You have the website, IHOAB for Antigua Barbuda, IHOAB.com. There's also Facebook at Integrated Health Outreach. There's also Instagram at IHO_AD. And there's also email that you can email the IHO. That would be info@IHOAB.com. And you can also call 724-4842.
Repeat that number again and go slowly, because somebody's going to say on the board, can you please give me that number?
724-4842.
Okay, excellent. Now, I want you to speak to the partnership that you have with the Inter-American Foundation and the Ministry of Agriculture. How is the foundation involved? How is the Ministry of Agriculture bolstering this initiative?
Yes, so the Inter-American Foundation, they are the ones who truly find that funding when it comes to actually getting certain supplies. They're the ones who would find that funding for us. And the Ministry of Agriculture, they have a clear integral role in providing skilled persons who would assist us with the training. We would have been able to learn about soil health because of persons in the Ministry of Agriculture. At the end of the day, they do see the need for security. This is their ministry when it comes to agricultural products. And so they have been making sure that they provide any technical support that is needed for that partnership. Really important.
Okay. And I noticed that in the notes that were sent out by Shamar from IHO, you are targeting 90 women farmers. You now have 30, you said 30? Was it 30?
30,
30
yes.
in the cooperative. What are you planning to do? I know that this media outing is part of your marketing and promotion and so on. How do you plan to keep the focus in the media so that women who have an interest in farming, who have an interest in being a part of this project can get in touch with you, can, become a part of this very important cooperative?
Yes, we do hope that persons who are interested and who would have been able to hear our call would be able to reach out, either by email or call, or checking the website, checking out who IHO is, and then clicking that contact us button and giving a contact. And that sort of interest, person showing interest, would definitely allow IHO to. This is the time that us now start pushing then, and then you'll be able to assist other women in the training. So now, the trainer.
Yes, excellent. Is there anything else that we can look forward to from the cooperative in the near future?
Well, there is a lot to look forward to.
Tell me.
But it is a little more into the future as we allow our trees to mature. Mm-hmm. And when they do bear fruit, definitely we'll be all over the place because we definitely have getting those trees out to making sure that they are everywhere. And then, hearing and seeing our products now on the market because now fruit has been born.
Mm. And do you have a plan for how you're going to disseminate these trees once you have propagated them and you have young seedlings and so on? You have a plan for how you're going to roll out these trees across the 6 rural areas?
Well, each individual women would already have various persons lineups, like they would already select and say, I'm going to go to Potters and I have this person in Potters and give this to me. I'm going to go to the teachers in such as school and they will be able to give to plant it in their home, their yard and so on. It's about giving to individual persons. It's not that we will just give 10 trees to an individual, but we will be making sure that they go all over by each person getting one. Steve might get one, this one. I might get one, count it might be various areas. So now, if a person may not, if it's like overlapping, because we'll all be discussing, okay, I have this person who's watching, much overlapping, then start to step out a little more if we find that it's definitely needed all over the country. That's the point of it.
Well, I want to thank you, ladies, very kindly. And you have the final word. You've been quiet, but you have the final word.
Well, what I would like to say with my colleague is that I think if you're interested in the coconut tree reforestation, you would be able to receive trees.
Yes.
As long as we started to grow. But if you're not interested, we wouldn't want to give the trees and then the trees are not taken care of. Mm-hmm. So with all this, we have to make sure we keep the coconut tree growing.
Thank you very kindly, Coconut Queens, Taril Bowen and Ava Pluck, for talking with us about this integrated health outreach